So I think this topic would be is very helpful to you. I would like to share one experience. One of my students, actually, he was making this line follower robot. That is line following. Particular line is there, and that system or that machine has to follow that line actually. So what was happening actually in that case? He made all the arrangements, everything, but the problem was that he was using a battery. It was written 9-volt battery, that is a primary battery. But that machine, it was not moving fast actually, not moving fast in the sense it was very slow. So when we took that battery and we measured that battery's voltage actually in the multimeter, digital multimeter, it was written 9 volt, but it was giving something 7 or 7.2. So we bought actually that battery almost like before 10 days or so, and in that 10 days almost it discharged actually to almost like 6 to 7 volts. So we thought like what is the problem actually? The problem was that the circuit needed actually a voltage of that 9 volts. Even the motor that we were connected, that was a 9-volt motor, DC motor, but the problem, it was not getting enough voltage, enough current actually. So what we did is we replaced that primary battery with the battery that we are using in cars actually, that rechargeable batteries. And then we did everything, that is we completed the circuit and everything, and it was moving fine actually. So that is the importance of batteries. You should be aware which kind of batteries we have to use and which applications we have to use, right? So again, seeing the future, like what is the future of batteries? Batteries like just like our ICs actually, integrated circuits. In every day, if you see, there are like lot of ICs that are coming. Again, the size that is getting reduced, right? If you see that earlier TVs we had, at the back side we were having that CRT tube, right? That Y-shaped picture tube, right? But now in today's case actually, if you see, we do have like flat TVs, LEDs. Now again the market is OLEDs. So there is a lot of changes have gone through, right? So in the same case actually, batteries also, they have like if you see backside history of batteries, they came actually, initially we had like size of batteries was quite large, quite huge, and then reduced to somewhat like reduced size as the capacity. So again in the market new batteries are coming and going, right? So what is the important thing is we should be aware which kind of batteries we have to use and which applications we have to use. Again there are different precautions that we have to take while you are connecting a battery in the circuit, because it may malfunction. Battery may malfunction because when you are buying a battery, there are certain norms that we have to follow. Batteries will operate properly if we operate the battery, or if we keep this battery in proper conditions. Like if a battery is told to, if it is mentioned by the manufacturers of the battery that you should connect the battery, and you should keep this battery in this particular conditions, temperature conditions, like up to 50 degrees Celsius. We should not go beyond this 50 degrees Celsius, because it may be toxic, it may be hazardous, it may be it can burst actually. So those things we should be aware. So batteries are very important, and in future if you see the future batteries, there is some researches are going on in bio battery side. Bio battery sides mean in our body actually a lot of reactions are going on, enzymes are released, and then they are decomposed into glucose. So when a glucose is broken down, we do have protons and electrons, and energy is released. So researches they are doing is they are getting these protons and electrons, and from these protons and electrons they are trying to derive a voltage so that they can make a bio battery actually. So this is all about batteries actually. Batteries are very important aspect of our life, and we should be aware how to use and in which application we have to use batteries. Thank you friends.